live from Studio 6B on a Monday night, May 13th. Getting a brand new week started. Real America's Voice. And, of course, streaming on all your streaming platforms at LFS6B, at Real AM Voice. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, Kick, Rumble, X, welcome on in. Make sure you like and share the show. Hit the heart, thumbs up, whatever you got there immediately if you can. Thanks very much. Glad you're following us. Glad you're watching on the stream. If you're on our social media, make sure you stay tuned during the commercials. Rick Delgado's here. He's going to do some news. David Zier's here as well. Recap a big weekend. Slick will be here to do some sports in a little bit. Big weekend out in New Jersey for Mr. Zier, for Harry on the Highway. Saw some great coverage of you and Amanda going back and forth during the coverage. Mr. Zier, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. Incredible people on the ground, as always. It's probably the second or third largest Trump rally that I've been to in about 5.5 years. And it was pretty amazing. Great people. A lot of 6B fans. I have some great interviews for you. Got to interview Joe Piscopo, Bernie Kerik, Dem turned Republican, and he was a Dem too, Joe Piscopo, his whole life, and Dem turned Republican Jeff Van Drew. And then on Mother's Day, I spent it with General Flynn. Sorry,
okay.
Mrs. Zier. But
Mrs. Zier, I'm sure, was very happy about that.
Yeah, right. But yeah, it was great. He was at the America First Warehouse. There were like 400 people there. It was a great day. They screened the movie Flynn twice, and I was there with Mickey Whithart and Nicole Reffert. Mickey is the mother of Ashley Babbitt. Mm-hmm. Nicole, his husband Guy Reffert, is in jail. This 1512 hearing is going to be big coming up. And then I met with Michael Flynn Jr., Ivan Raiklin, many other people. It was pretty exciting. So I have some clips for you.
Okay, very good. We'll talk about the weekend. We'll talk about the rally. Everybody, of course, arguing about the numbers and how many people were there. I don't know. There was a lot of people there.
There was a crap load of people there.
Yeah, that's all you need to know. There was a crap load of people there who are all fed up with what's going on in this country. Democrat, Republican alike, whatever it is. Who cares about the number? There was a crap full. I like that. Is that an official term?
That's official. Okay, I came up with it.
I like that.
And Lawrence Taylor came Democrat his whole life. And
I was just going
with Trump on stage.
He had a couple of those, right? Lawrence Taylor and someone else.
O.J. Anderson.
Yeah.
The juice.
Yeah. And Scott LeBedo, the street artist.
Not the juice that you're interested in.
Yeah, right. Not that juice.
As we know.
Scott LeBedo did an incredible 3-minute painting up on stage. I have a clip from that and a pre-show interview. He opened up the Trump rally. So it was exciting.
All right, we'll get into all that stuff. We'll get into what happened back into this BS trial in the city today that you'll be at tomorrow with Harry on the Highway. I know you guys will be in there tomorrow. We'll talk about what happened today in the Manhattan BS show trial. Let's do a trial. Let's get our 2 lead witnesses. We'll get a porn star and we'll get a convicted serial liar criminal.
Right.
Those will be our 2 leads. That's what we'll start. People will take us seriously.
Yes, exactly.
Doesn't matter, though, because we have the judge and the jury in our pocket, so anything else is just, second nature. It would just get a conviction on something. That's all we got. But anyways, before we get to that, Mr. Delgado, how are you?
I am good.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was productive.
Well, I know what you're going to... productive in that you didn't light yourself on fire.
I didn't light myself on fire, but I lit a whole lot of other stuff on fire.
How did that thing work?
Awesome.
Nice.
Like I said,
is there any video of this?
I wish there was. I know. Kate was starting to take video, but then the
flame came at her.
Then the fence almost caught fire, so we had to turn it off.
There you go.
But no, it was in my head. I was Tony Stark busting out of that Afghanistan, tunnel at the beginning of Iron Man, where he comes up with the suit, and I'm just fireballing everything in my path. But in reality, that damn thing is awesome.
Yeah.
And I've got a lot. I've got like rock gardens all around because I put down a lot of rock. These big, rocks.
So that grass gets in there.
Those weeds get in there, and it's arduous to try to pull this stuff. And then I heard about the torch, and I'm like, I can light it on fire. They're like, yeah, and it's quick. I'm like, sign me up.
Does it like really come out like a blowtorch? Come out, or is it like you got to be within like 2 millimeters of the thing?
No, let's just say. it's got a cone on it about this big, right? A cone on it about this big. The fire is that big that blows at it. It's got a little, it's got the little turn on the handle. You got the handle where you squeeze it and it lets the gas come out. But the valve, you can open up the valve and really let it fly. Like I started at low just to kind of get a feel. Yeah. And then once I started feeling myself, I was like, oh, yeah.
Did you have Flight of the Valkyries playing in the background as you were napalming your neighbors?
I'm chasing, because there's some, dead leaves, and I'm chasing down, trying to stomp them out before they go flying off into the neighbors.
Is there any?
But it smelled like victory, yes.
Were there any law enforcement or authorities that had to show up at your house?
No.
All right, so that's good.
Village police, nobody?
No. Okay. Constables, no.
All right, very good. How was the rest of your weekend? Mother's Day
was good. Mother's Day was good. Mom is good. She enjoyed. You know when you go out to dinner, you go out to dinner, and I do this. I don't know if you guys do it.
Probably not.
Well, you always look to see what else everybody ordered, right? And who wins dinner? Because usually somebody's like, oh. That's the best. That's the best thing.
Ribeye.
Right, that's the best thing on the table. My mom won dinner. She got this pork chops, and it's right from Carnival. You know where Carnival is in Port.
Sure, I live right behind Carnival Pizza.
The pork chops that they made were insanely outstanding. I couldn't believe it.
They do have a good stuffed pork chop too.
Yeah, it wasn't stuffed. It was just pork. She won. So good for Mom. Mm-hmm. Not only was it her day, but she also won dinner.
I argued on this show once with Sabrina Coleman when she was on this show a few years back, 7 years back now, I guess it was, 6 years ago, that she says when she goes to dinner with her husband, Eric Coleman, who's a former New York Jet, and that she waits for him to offer up some of his dinner for her. And then if he doesn't, she feels like that's disrespectful. And I never understood that.
Well, yeah, you always want to offer, hey, would you like it?
Well, no, you don't. No,
yeah, you do. Because people are... You don't eyeball anybody else's plate?
No.
Of course you do. Look at you.
No, where's Harry's not here. Ask anybody who knows me who goes, I order what I know I'm going to like and want, and you put your fingers in front of it, you're going to lose a finger. And I don't want anywhere that your crappy meal, or I would have ordered your crappy meal.
Tracy Zapparato on Facebook chat said, remember, Delgado, only you can prevent forest fires.
That's right. And I did.
Exactly, Smokey. Just relax over there.
I'm glad you had a good... My name's Smokey.
I'm glad you had a good Mother's Day. We did too. We went to the world famous Maureen's Kitchen.
Oh yes.
It's just if there's a better breakfast place, I don't know where it is.
Great stuff there.
Sure, there's a lot of good ones out there, but oh my God.
That's on Long Island.
What'd you get?
I get the asparagus lump crab quiche for Thanksgiving every year.
You know how long I waited for Maureen's Kitchen on Mother's Day?
Wow. Was it 2 hours?
An hour and 40 minutes.
Wow.
For a table of 6.
Just to sit down and have breakfast.
An hour and 40 minutes. And that's how good it is.
Now, let me ask.
I did the first hour and 10 by myself. I called them and said, don't come until, whatever.
All right. Well, what'd you get?
Well,
Did you win? Did you win the
Well, yeah, I always win because I always get what I want. My wife is famous for going to places, ordering something because she wants to be, ooh, try this. Try this. Ooh, I got to get the new thing on the menu. And then it comes and she goes, yeah, I really should have gotten what I know I like. Yeah. Yep. Yes, you should have.
I understand that. But sometimes something looks so good. And again, I'm always observing and checking out, well, what do you got? Let me taste that. Because I want to know, did I win or did you win? It's a competitive thing.
We barbecued steaks with my mother and for my wife yesterday in between the 2 Flynn showings. So it was great. And happy Mother's Day to everybody else.
And who had the best steak?
You're talking to Chef Zero over here, so just watch your mouth. This guy is like... It's like
these were just
what's his name?
Costco steaks, and the secret marinade is Grey Poupon, garlic, and soy sauce is like a great marinade for any steak. And you can't do it too long or overnight because it becomes like rubber. But yeah, very flavorful. Very good.
All right, very good. I'm glad everybody had a good weekend. I hope you did as well out there, whatever you did on Mother's Day, and I hope you had a great time. So I can't watch I don't know. You can't watch, obviously, what's going on in New York. You can only follow the coverage, and I follow Andrew Giuliani on with Bannon a couple times today and try to follow the coverage of Real America's Voice and try to listen to whatever Fox is talking about and whatever they're talking about. And, no matter how much you listen to, I mean, it's hard to get by the fact that they have a porn actress and Michael Cohen as their two star witnesses in this case. But as the charge says that Alvin Bragg puts to Trump, trying to prove here that Trump, with intent to defraud, that's a key sentence, and intent to commit another crime and aid and conceal the commission thereof, those two things, make the cause a false entry in the business records of an enterprise. That's what it charges in the charging documents.
All right. Now, has that other crime been defined, or they're still kind of playing games with that?
Well,
one?
they're making the individual.
We're not going to tell you what that crime is just yet because we haven't created it.
Well, my next statement here in my notes is: does anyone know what the actual federal campaign violation is yet? To your point, Delgado. And the answer is no.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. You know who else doesn't know? Alvin Bragg doesn't know.
No.
And Cohen didn't offer anything really new today. So,
what is the crime that takes the misdemeanor that's like a nothing? It's not. It shouldn't even. I mean, it's a business record, and turns it into a felony. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Most of all, Alvin Bragg.
We had Andrew Giuliani in the courtroom all day today, and J.D. Vance showed up, Tommy Tuberville, Nicole Maliotakis, Rick Scott, and tomorrow Vivek will be there to support Trump.
So the big question is, we can say, we don't know that Trump. Does the jury understand that nobody knows? Do they understand that they don't know yet?
Right.
Is the main question. What is the specific crime that the prosecution is supposedly trying to prove, which they clearly have not proven because no one knows what the crime is? Is someone going to tell the jury what it is? Or is the jury going to realize that no one has told them what it is, nor have they presented any evidence of it? And that, to me, see, what I think the defense has to do with Michael Cohen after today is on cross. They just have to lay out the case that this guy's a serial liar. Right. Every lie he's ever told on what subject matter, just keep hitting him and hitting him and hitting him. And then go through everything he said in this trial where his recollection of it is the only evidence we have.
Yep. And
ask why anybody would stand to believe anything he says when his voice is the only evidence that we have in this case, given the 4 hours of lies we just went through. That, to me, is what the defense has to do with this guy. But my fear still is that none of this matters because they figure, well, we got the jury, we got the judge. We don't need to lay out a crime. And the jury, whatever. That's honestly what I think they're doing.
What is that? What is that from? The sounds like.
Hello? There it is.
I turned the wrong one on.
Okay. Sandman on Twitter says, a crap load is as follows. Urban Dictionary, crap load. Smallest denominator of an F-ton. Are we on just social? So I don't want to curse if we're on, by chance we're on the network on some of these places too.
No, we're showing commercials.
That looks like a crap load of corn. He says, that's good. Jake says, love you guys. Thanks, Jake, for watching. I'm on X right now looking. JB says, we watch your show every night on Pluto TV. You guys are great. Thanks. Thank you. Robert Cox says, we love Mr. Delgado. That ain't no SH.
That's a crap load. Crap load. Just plain nuts.
Boogerhead says, stop the music when people are talking. My gosh, how are we supposed to hear when what they're talking about? If I wanted music, I'd go to a music station. I come here to hear talk.
Damn.
Tough.
All right, Fun Sponge, relax. I like the music.
What'd you
bed
just call that
underneath.
person? A fun sponge?
Sponge.
You get that from the Urban Dictionary too? I'm going to look that up.
Possibly. Hey, what's going on social media, everybody? How many likes do we have on stuff?
Fun sponge.
By the way, someone told me that they sent a super chat on YouTube and I didn't read it.
Fun sponge.
I always say I would read all the super chats. I got to keep a lookout for that.
This word is used when a person sucks up all the fun out of a room and makes the atmosphere really boring.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Fun sponge.
So, Damon, I'm on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And
you're on the YouTubes.
Where is today's LFS 6B? Right here? There we go. It wasn't working when I clicked it. There we go.
Okay, where am I going here?
All right, I'm in. Oh, where the hell am I? I better get some news, huh? Holy crap!
No, don't be prepared. Why change now? What do I have to do to get to our own live?
I think the only one I'm not on Rumble right now.
There we go. All right. Sue says, hi, David. Oh, David Zira said, hi, Mr. AZ Mikey.
Hello, Sue. Lady Vu.
All right, live from Studio 6B. I'm going to pull that through. On a Monday night, 17 past the hour. Biden. I almost called you Biden. Delgado's giving me his Delgado's giving me his charger here. My phone's dead, and I need to follow the chat on YouTube.
Don't jump.
David Z, please ask Damon to play Yabu's new song. A new song? I mean, more than Slick Rick.
Where is it? Where can you find it?
No. All right, we'll look for all that. So just getting back to what's going on in the city, no crime, no secondary crime. They've proven to me nothing from what I can tell.
Well, they're trying to get him on falsifying records.
Right.
You know, so, and each count is like the same.
But they still can't tie
records thing is like a small misdemeanor.
It's
like
a Class C felony, which is the least of the felonies.
Right, but you need to make it a felony. You need the other crime.
Yeah, that he had intent.
Right, and you have to not only have the crime, you have to prove that Trump knew of the crime of the statute, and you have to prove that he violated it with intent.
Yeah,
it's mens rea. They've done none of that. Absolutely none of that. Executing a non-disclosure agreement is not a crime. All of the people involved with this case, all of the people covering this case, all of the people in the courtroom, 90% of them have been involved and executed and been somehow attached to non-disclosure agreements in their career. Alvin Bragg's office uses them probably all the time. There's no crime in a non-disclosure agreement.
When they did use the MDS software, Jeff McConney, their controller, there's no category for anything other than legal if you give money to your attorney. You can't have like a hush money line item. The program picks out how you classify it, and it's legal, and that's what he did.
Yeah. And you think about Michael Cohen as the lead witness, the witness that everything has basically been hinged on is this guy today.
He's the star.
And he's the serial liar, convicted felon. He's lied to every institution and everybody under the sun. And you have to wonder, they warm up with the porn star and then they go a round, right down the middle with the convicted liar. And you have to just wonder how, all of the normal people looking at this going, is this a joke? What are we watching here? We've never seen anything like this. And then you have to stop and go, well, what is it they know that we don't know, objectively looking at this, how much of an absolute sham this is? And my fear is that's where you say, well, because they feel they have the judge and the jury in their back pocket. So The fact that he has no credibility doesn't matter. The fact that they haven't shown that second crime to bring this to a felony and then copy-paste 34 times doesn't matter.
Yeah. And his gripe, Cohen is bitter because they cut his bonus, I think, by 2/3 in 2016.
Well, he's bitter for multiple reasons.
Yeah, because let's face it, he's Trump wins and goes to the White House. This guy probably thought, man, I'm on easy street. I'm attached. I'm going to the White House. What's the first thing? Probably one of the first things that Trump did was sever all ties with the guy because he knew he was a scumbag. So you've got that. So he's butthurt about that. Now he's got money problems, obviously, and he's got a credibility problem, and his credibility is shot because then it comes out that he secretly recorded Donald Trump, which, as an attorney, you're really not supposed to. Last I checked.
Yeah, anybody got an attorney doing that out there? Raise your hand. Anybody know of an attorney that does that? Raise your hand. There's not going to be many hands raised.
Yeah, and he admitted that in court today. That was one of the things that came out in this Just the News article.
They played the recording.
Yeah. With his credibility on the line, according to Just the News, Cohen tells jurors he secretly recorded his boss because that's really upstanding.
Now, yeah, if I'm on that jury, that's enough for me to go, well, nothing that comes out of this guy's mouth at this point do I trust.
Right.
Because obviously he's not if you know nothing about his history, just that alone is enough to say, well, the guy's obviously not trustworthy. He broke attorney-client privilege. He's getting paid to advise the client. An attorney secretly recording the client with the hopes of someday down the road having to use it against him, probably, is what you would, as a normal person, ascertain from that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You would think, I would say, hey, if you're an attorney for, say, some big mobster, right? I don't know, Freddie Fazula, right? And he comes into your office. You might want to record that just to say, okay, so this guy says if I don't fix this, he's going to kill me. So people will know. I'll put that in my thing. So when my wife, when they find me, the evidence will be there.
Yeah.
As to be like, this is what happened to me.
Cohen was saying on the stand today that the locker room talk defense with a Bush video was Melania's idea, and Trump was shaking his head the whole time. And but listen,
but who cares?
Everyone in the audience out there, I'm sure you had a lot of moments at the bar talking about girls.
Of course, right? Who cares? The thing that's between him and his wife. The thing about the Cohens, also the Cohen stuff today, is if everything he said, if you were to believe, there's still no crime. There's still no crime. Even if you believe everything he said. This is why, nobody took the case. Not Cy Vance, not the SDNY, not Alvin Bragg originally. None of them. Not the FEC. None of them took the case on the original complaints, whatever it was, 2016, when the complaint was made. They said, no.
Right.
Because they looked at it objectively then when they all didn't have Trump derangement syndrome and said, there's no crime here. It's a bookkeeping error. There's no crime in having an NDA. There's no crime in paying to shut her up. There's no crime in saying, I don't want this to come out. Nothing. None of it. They all knew it then, and they all knew it now. So again, I ask, what is the crime they are trying to prove? Nobody knows. What is the crime that Trump knew about, was aware he was violating it, and you can prove his mens rea and that he did it? Yes, Johnny.
Yes. Is that he won the 2016 election, and it looks like he's going to win 2024 if they don't stop him?
So Trump
That's basically the crime.
And Trump is ahead. Remember I was talking about a week and a half ago about how I think Trump is ahead at this point in time than he was in 2020?
Yeah.
And if he keeps this lead by November, he's going to be 10, 15, 20 points ahead of Biden. Well, those numbers have been confirmed, at least as far as some polling goes. Trump's ahead up to 15 points over where he was in May of 2020 at this point.
Yeah. And I think that
so they're going to do anything to kill him.
The whole going into these blue states, I think, is a great tactic, actually, because it's and I know you Damon, you said it's a waste of time and money.
Me?
If you're gonna,
no, I
said Damon.
Oh,
if you're gonna lose by 10 instead of 20, then was it worth it? I think pictures like what we saw Saturday, I think those are tide turners. Those make it possible for people to say, you know what? I see what's going on now. Okay, it's okay for me to say, maybe I don't like the guy, but I don't like what's happening right now. I don't like what I see with this economy. I don't like what we're doing around the world. We got to go back. At least during when he was president, everything seemed okay. They were just really, everybody thought he tweeted too much. But if that's the most negative thing they can come away with and say, I'll hold my nose and vote for him because this guy I can't support anymore.
Yeah, but Damon, I think what your point is that there's not a lot of time left. What are you doing in the battleground states to win this election, right?
Right.
Well,
where do you spend your time?
My point is, I know the RNC's made some changes. Some people say they like some of the stuff that's going on at the RNC. I have no convictions of the RNC getting their you-know-what together. Yeah. And I don't know what the ground game is in Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Michigan, the places, Nevada, the places he has to win to get to 270. He cannot get to 270 if he doesn't win Nevada. There's 2 or 3 that he has to win. So, I don't care about losing New York by 20 instead of 40. I just don't. I care about getting to 270. We have 230 people on YouTube and only 69 likes. What's that ratio? 25%? That's not good. If you're on YouTube, if you can, hit the thumbs up. Doesn't cost you anything. Takes 5 seconds.
Where's the YouTube counter on here? I don't see that. 12.4K subscribers. Wait, do you have a ticker on there?
A little thumbs up there. There's somewhere. I show 68. Right there.
I have 50.
Let's go into the chat. I'm on YouTube chat. I don't know where you guys are.
Let me see. I went over Rumble.
Tommy Viper, thank you. I hit the thumbs up long ago.
What's up, Tommy?
Tommy's good egg.
Tommy Viper.
Tommy on the ground in Michigan.
Moon Pie says, hit the like now. Tina, Big D, how's your back? My back is feeling good. I wouldn't say it's 100%. Still a little tight, lower left, but...
Did you go to our friend?
I'm going back to him this week.
I was there
Sue
today.
says, hi, Damon. Hi, Sue. Hi, Peggy. You saw him when?
I saw him today.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
What's your deal?
Lower back. Remember, I was on the bathroom.
Flame-throwing error?
I know. I was sit-peeing, and, I got up, and for some reason, my hip went out.
Sit-peeing, huh?
Yeah.
That a big thing for you?
Sometimes. I'm tired in the morning. I don't want to stand there.
I got emails about that, by the way.
Did you? What is it?
Saying, Big D, of all the things you guys talked about, you kind of missed the lead story all of that.
Is that the lead story?
Don't drop the lead. And I said, what? You buried the lead, Big D. And I said, what's that? And he goes, did Delgado admitted to sitting down peeing? I said, you know what? You're damn right. I didn't even think about it.
I do it at home. It's safe.
John,
do
how's
that in
the
a public
retina?
toilet.
Retina's good because I still have the oil in my eye.
That's crazy.
They want me to take it out. I don't want to.
Yeah, when does the oil come out of your eye?
No, it should have like a month ago.
You're just going to leave it in there? It's working.
I want to leave it in because I know nothing's going to happen if it's in. He assures me that everything looks great and I should have no problems. But if I take it out and have a problem, I just our next visit after that, I might be in the newspaper.
You might have to throw hands on him.
I may bring your weed thrower with me.
You bring my weed torch, burn it all down.
Yeah. All right, 30 minutes past the hour, live from Studio 6B. Slick Rick in the house. Slickster looking good. We'll get to Slick here in a second. We'll get to Delgado in a second. But since we're talking about the President's Weekend in New Jersey, I thought we'll change it up a little bit here and start with the Breaking Point host, Saturday mornings, 8 a.m. Of course, he just spent the weekend. Can I finish my introduction to you? Is that all right?
Yes.
He just spent the weekend in New Jersey at the Trump rally, of course, where there was between 20 and 100,000 people. I'm not going to argue about the numbers. How many people do you think were there?
Well, inside the corral, there had to be at least 25,000.
Yeah.
And that's where you get to watch the rally. The front has about 5,000 seats. The back has this standing room only. That was massive. I have some 360 video I'll send up to you in a few minutes. It's hard to say how many people were there. I would say at least 40 to 60,000 converged on the area. I would say that would be a relatively safe number. I've covered other rallies where only 17,000 could get in, Waco, Texas, but there were thousands outside. Conroe, Texas, there were like 50, 60,000 people. There were thousands that couldn't get in. Pickens, 40,000 at least.
The more important people may have been the people who were on the outside, because as you told me and as Harry on the highway told me, business owners there are feeling it and a little worried about
the seasonal
the economy
business is down. The Jersey Shore, it's working class. Cape May is like more wealthy, but Wildwood is part of that Jersey Shore, the boardwalk. A lot of people are hurting, and we spoke to some hotel owners and managers, and they said their business was off. And this rally really boosted them because in 2 weeks they're not going to have as many people. So this may have made up with it. Trump is an economic force.
All right, let's do some news with David Zier. We'll do some video, I think, as well. Slick, how are you?
I'm doing good, Big D. How are you?
Good, welcome. Mr. Zier, what's going on?
Well, tomorrow I'll be on the ground at the Trump trial, covering it all day. Should be fireworks. Prosecution should wrap it up tomorrow with Cohen, and maybe there'll be some cross tomorrow or Thursday of Michael Cohen. We'll see. Maybe he'll blow himself up like Stormy Daniels did. And then tomorrow night, I'm interviewing Vicky Palladino from the New York City Council at the America First Warehouse. And we're going to package that up, talk about New York's problems, the migration problems, illegal immigrants. 200,000 almost have come in just less than 2 years into New York City. Really incredible stuff. But I got some really quick man on the street interviews for you. You guys are going to like this. They love 6B. Let's start out with Ray Corsetto and Ray Corsetto, cut number, I think it's number 2 here.
Wildwood, New Jersey, Trump rally. We have Ray Corsetto and Ray Corsetto. What's going on, guys?
What's up, David? How you doing, man?
Good. We got to talk a little earlier, griping about all the problems, but what's your favorite show on Real America's Voice?
Well, I got to tell you, I got Steve Bannon in the morning and my boys at night. The Studio 6B, man. I love you.
Dude, looks like Michael Flynn.
My wife tells me to lower the TV, but I don't. I don't. You guys are great. Slick Rick, you're good with the sports.
Yeah, and he's a witty guy, right?
Oh my God!
We can't keep up with him.
I love his fashion, man.
Yeah.
Like glasses for every look.
He's like a white prince.
That's right.
Yeah, so that's awesome. And Rick Delgado, you like Rick D?
Love Rick. Can't figure him out sometimes. He's like real mellow, but I hate to get
Welcome to the party, pal. Welcome to the party.
He loves all you.
Time. And you want to give a shout out for Damon, Big D?
Damon, when you're gone and you're going, taking your kids to colleges, whatever you're doing, we miss you, man. Hey, by the way, I like your brim, man. When you wear it well, that cowboy hat, buddy. Get back to Nashville.
That's cool. Yeah, he loves Nashville. Well, keep watching, and we love listening to Real American Voices on the ground. Ray Corsetto, truck driver, and Ray, what do you do again?
Garden State Parkway.
Garden State Parkway,
yes,
right?
Sir.
Keeping the roads
safe
and repaired, right?
Absolutely.
All right, that's good. It's going to be a busy summer here in Jersey.
Sir. Yes,
We're on the Jersey Shore. This crowd is amazing here. There's tens of thousands of people on the boardwalk. So Ray Corsetto and Ray Corsetto, thanks so much.
You guys. Keep it real America's Voice.
Will do, man. Thank you, sir.
Take care.
Bye.
Ray is a truck driver, and he was telling me about the economic impact on trucking. Loves you, Delgado. While we were laughing, he went on to say how great everybody is. And
Well, no, he said he can't figure you out sometimes.
Right, but then he went on and he said that he loves your information or something. We'll go back and play it for you.
You edited it out.
No. No, but listen, these guys, the people on the ground, they love Rav. And then I got Debbie, cut number 6 from Wildwood, from the Wildwood rally. And she's another one.
Debbie.
Hi.
We're here at the Trump rally. There's a massive amount of people here. This crowd is incredible. Where are you from?
Burlington County, New Jersey.
Wow. Why did you come out? Why is it important for you to be at a Trump rally?
Because I love President Trump, and I can't wait for him to be number 47 to save us from this terrible situation that Biden/Obama has put us in.
Yeah.
And yes.
Kitchen table issues now, right?
Yes. The safety of my children, my grandchild. Yeah.
Everybody has those same concerns everywhere we go, across every demographic, right?
Yes. I hear you all the time. I echo what you feel.
Well, I appreciate that. I know. What shows do you watch on Rav?
Studio 6B.
Yeah.
I watch Steve Bannon, Charlie Kirk, and Breaking Point.
Awesome. That's so nice of you. Why don't you give a shout out to the LFS 6B guys? I'll share this with them this week coming up.
See you Monday night, LF6B.
All right. Well, make sure it gets there. Okay. So nice to meet you.
Same here.
And thank you for the kind words.
Thank you.
All right. Enjoy the rally.
She just texted me about 3 minutes before the segment. Said, "Are you playing my thing tonight?" So, Debbie, I hope you enjoyed that. The nicest people. I got one more quick one. I got a message from General Flynn to America. That is cut number 3. Give me a quick message for the American people to have some hope out there.
Yeah, I will tell you, as I get around this country, there are millions and millions of Americans that are all standing up, stepping up and speaking up. And we're just not going to give this country up. And every day, every single day, I have moms, I have young kids, I have parents, I have people of my generation that are coming up to me saying and telling me, this is what I'm doing, I'm getting involved, I've either run for school board, or we've taken our school board over, or I'm running for election commissioner, or I'm a precinct committeeman, I'm volunteering as a poll watcher. I mean, this is the American spirit. That's what I want the American people to do, is get out there and get others encouraged to be part of our country. This is a citizens' republic. The only way that we're going to maintain the United States of America is by getting directly involved in our local level. And I use the phrase local action equals a national impact. So get out there and have that national impact that we need.
All right, General Michael Flynn, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
I really am
God bless
grateful
you.
for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
And good luck with the rest of your movie tour.
Go Rav.
Yeah, go to Flynn, flynnmovie.com to get that. And Damon, I have Joe Piscopo coming up, Scott LeBeda, who did an epic 3-minute painting at the rally for you. And I got another video of a super fired up crowd on the boardwalk. So,
All right, very good. David Zier. We'll do some more news with David here in a little bit. Let's do some news with Mr. Rick Delgado. News is brought to you by 7 Cells. 7cells.com. Use our code LFS6B at checkout. Save yourself 10% whatever you put in your cart. What's going on, Delgado?
All right. Well, you know what? It seems like everybody's in court these days, including Mr. Robert Menendez. You know him as New Jersey Senator Robert Menendez, as jury selection is expected to begin today for Menendez, a case that could affect the Democrats' re-election prospects. Believe it or not, he's running for re-election. He's up for re-election this year because he was elected in 2018, and he's still running, pretty much trying to determine what party controls Senate next year. Menendez, 70, and 2 New Jersey businessmen face charges in bribery case in Manhattan federal court in a trial that could last 5 to 8 weeks. The senator's wife, Nadine Menendez, has also been charged but will be tried separately. All 4 have pleaded not guilty. Menendez, of course, you know him as New Jersey's senior senator, found with the cash stuffed in his jacket, the gold bars, the nice Mercedes for the wife. He's up for re-election this November, and if exonerated, hopes to run for that full term as an independent because I guess the Democrats don't want him anywhere near the party anymore. Recent polling shows Menendez is deeply unpopular amongst New Jersey voters, and many Democrat senators, including New Jersey's Cory Booker, have called for him to resign. Democrats currently, who he caucuses with, still hold a 51-49 Senate majority. So prosecutors said the Menendez has accepted cash, gold bars, Mercedes-Benz in exchange for the senator wielding his political influence in New Jersey to help countries like Egypt and Qatar and their governments, basically favors for international.
Slick, I wanted to let you know I interviewed Christine Serrano-Glasner at the rally. Trump endorsed her. Running in that for the U.S. Senate seat on the Republican side. Did I say Slick?
Yes, you did. So I'm looking over at him like, who the hell are you talking to,
Both
David?
Of you.
He doesn't even know.
But Trump endorsed her, and we'll see where that goes. And I'll be airing that on Breaking Point this weekend.
All right, very good. In other court news here, Damon, the court has rejected Hunter Biden's appeal in his gun case, setting a stage for trial to begin next month. That is happening. It's going to be moving forward. That was ruled upon the other day that the president's son is going to stand trial on criminal charges next month in Delaware. His lawyers went to the Third U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals after the judge overseeing the case last month rejected his bid to dismiss the prosecution. A 3-judge panel on the appeals court did not rule on the merits of his claims, but said the court doesn't have jurisdiction to review the matter. Basically saying, you got to go to court, kid, and face the music. We'll see what happens. Again, that is expected to begin next month. That said the case would proceed to trial on June the 3rd. That's according to U.S. District Court Mary Ellen Noriega, and is expected to last 3 to 6 days. Noriega, who was appointed to the bench by former President Donald Trump, later denied another bid to dismiss the case that challenged the constitutionality of the central gun charge. So we'll see what happens. It seems like the Biden administration is now having to deal with people going to court. It's nice to see, some of this finally coming to fruition, especially when it comes to Hunter Biden and all his misdeeds. Mm-hmm. Lastly, a gangster Florida sheriff has a politically incorrect message for Democrats fleeing their liberal cities. He says, go back. Sheriff Carmine, check this name out. Sheriff Carmine Marcino, originally of New York, is taking a hard line on criminals thinking they can play in his county, warning he will hunt them down. The sheriff blasted liberal cities for trying to tiptoe around taking a hard line on criminal behavior. He said this, my message is clear. If you think you can deal poison and commit crime, stay clear of Lee County and all the great state of Florida. We're ready and we will absolutely find you, hunt you down, and charge you to the full extent of the law, he said in an interview with Fox News. He also said he was noticing that people from the far left are fleeing New York and California and go to Florida for the tone of safety set by the DeSantis administration, but then they begin voting for the same political perspective that turned their towns into anarchy, the sheriff argued. They want to leave California. They want to leave New York. Okay, then don't come down here to the state of Florida where law and order, and don't change your views. You left a place where there's havoc, where people can rob, steal, loot, do drugs, and save havens, and then you're upset that it's so bad there. You come here and still do the same thing. Same action, same result. So look out, Florida.
Sounds like Carmine might have been in the pizza delivery business.
Yeah, could be. Maybe before he got into law enforcement.
Down to Florida.
They call him the Big Ragu.
All right, if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, Kick, X, stay with us. We're with you during the break. I'm on Facebook now. Come on. I see Kevin in there.
Do you remember... in Florida, he was the owner of a pizza joint, and he came out and pistol whipped the customer with the butt of a handgun. But it turns out he was a mobster in the witness protection program, and he outed himself.
There you go. What's going on, Facebook? I'm in the chat now. Let's see. Peter, Rod, Laura Jean, Mary, Cruz, Grant. Thank you. Elise says, don't Cali and New York, Florida. Keep us a red state. Yeah. Gina, you guys are the best. Thank you very much. Lewis, great show. Reminds me of the Don Imus show. Thank you.
Heard that one.
Pamela says, hello, guys. Loved the show. Thank you.
What did I do?
Luann says, hi, guys. Hi, Luann. George is watching. Ken says, great show, guys. I'm working in East Providence, Rhode Island, listening to you as I work. Larry Collins, best show on TV. Gutfeld who?
Oh!
Beth's watching. Carol says, Big D, hi from Kansas. Jeremy says, hey, Damon. Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, Rick, Dave on Twitter wants to know if you need a fun sponge after you sit pee.
That's a good one, right?
That is a fun sponge. That could come in handy. Well, no, that's why I don't need one because, you're tired in the morning. Tell me you don't sit pee in the morning because you're tired? Do you really want to stand there?
Are you?
What?
It's a lot of information, man.
Man, oh, man.
What are you complaining?
Guilty.
Jesus. Sit pee.
Sit pee. You gotta sit pee once in a while.
It's like the crying game over here.
You get comfortable with your feminine side, huh?
It's not like you do it in public restrooms because that's a little more taking your life into your hands.
Frederick Leathers.
Right, preferably not in a restaurant.
Fred Leathers wants to know, does Delgado use a bidet? Is that why he sits?
Just put one in his garage.
No, that's like a shower. Why would I do that? What'd you say? Put one in the garage?
Just put one in his garage.
What a douche.
I knew you were going to say that.
I couldn't resist. Introducing Lord and Lady Douchebag. Remember that on Saturday Night Live? That was a classic. Introducing.
What is that from again?
All right,
Saturday Night Live.
We're going to do some sports here?
That was Saturday Night Live. At one of their skits.
You doing sports here?
Yeah.
What, you want to do more news?
What can Brown do for you?
Oh, you hear that? To the hour, live from Studio 6B. Glad you're in on a Monday night. If you're watching on our social media, make sure you like, share the show, hit the thumbs up or the heart, whatever you're on. I'm on Facebook right now, watching there. What's going on, everybody? Ian says, Damon, what's your favorite genre of music? Oh, man, I don't know. I have so many. Probably country, I guess.
Dude, it's country. It has
country.
Well, yeah.
Come on.
Probably.
Come on. Who's that guy you like that nobody knows?
Oh, Dalbert.
Yeah, Dilbert. Delbert.
Oh, first of all, everybody knows.
Office Max or something, right?
Never heard of him.
Alan says, Damon, Delgado does a fantastic job. We need you to sport around in your Fetterman fashion line. Thank you. I'm going to start a Fetterman fashion line.
Yeah, you should come out with a line
I'll take Fetterman over most of the Republican senators, by the way, at the top of the deal.
Is anyone having trouble getting in the Twitter?
No, I haven't tried yet.
No.
I'm going to go over there next.
Okay.
All right, 12 till the hour, live from Studio 6B, Hour 1. Glad you're in. Lots to do. We'll get into some other things here.
Hey, there we go.
More news with Delgado, more news with Zier.
Groin Me Holden says, sit pee better than peeing all over the seat when you're half asleep.
I'm sorry. Who said that?
Groin Me Holden.
Uh-huh.
Now, what if it's the middle of the night?
So you have a friend, Ben?
Same thing.
Okay.
I would think that's the same. He's in the YouTube chat.
As opposed to you're in luck, you're out of luck.
Right.
All right, let's do some sports. Sports is brought to you by our friend Mike Lindell and My Pillow. We got a new shirt out that's going to be, Aaron, listen up. This is going to be the new Biden 2024 shirt's out.
I saw it today. I saw it. That was good.
Oh, is it on,
I like
on
that.
the website?
And it's going
acronym
to,
city.
It's going. So we're gonna. I don't want anybody to buy it. I don't want anybody to go buy it. Where that shirt's going to go into every order. Any My Pillow order that we get from now to the election.
Yep.
That's going to starting June. We already got a May shirt. So starting in June, they can get the Biden shirt for free. Or if they want whatever the Trump one is for that month, they can take that one either. But the Biden shirts, no one buy. I don't want you to buy the Biden shirt. Don't go buy it.
Yeah.
Don't spend your money on that loser. That's his name. But I'm gonna hand it out I'm going to give it as a gift to everybody who uses my pillow, so you can wear it because it's a great shirt. I just don't want you to spend any money on anything with the word Biden on it. So
after the convention, he's going to be gone anyway. So what's the difference? Come on.
Hey,
gone.
Hey, I heard it again. I heard it
you
again.
Heard what again?
Heard it again.
That you and Slick are so smart, more than me and John Solomon?
Yes, way more. Like not even close more.
Could be.
Holy moly.
What did you hear again?
Again, it's from
who?
It's from
what website?
It's from
MDG in orbit.
No, it's from our guy D Bongino. He was talking about it again today. And the funny thing is, he mentions he's listening to the show. Because I said months ago. Remember I said months ago. Remember I said months ago that they're going to give him an out. They're going to say it's a medical thing just to give him a graceful way out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The prosecutor already did.
Right.
Said he can't stand trial.
That was conveyed today.
Yeah.
He wants to challenge Delgado to an arm wrestle.
Come on,
Rick.
Come on.
I didn't call you Slick this time.
No, you didn't.
Rick, I think that CNN and the others on the left are also poo-pooing Biden, no pun intended, in the broadcast because they're setting it all up.
For what? Have him removed?
Yeah.
You could be right. They are turning on him.
He's gone.
Oh, God.
Gone.
Come on.
So come to convention.
They're not running that. They're not running that thing.
He will gift his delegates.
No way.
Direct them to say.
It's one thing to go on the opposite side of me because I'm an idiot and I don't know anything. But you're positioning yourself on the opposite side of the number one guy of information.
Who's that?
John Solomon.
Yes, but even he has to acknowledge at this point because he texted me about this.
He did not text you. He doesn't have your number. And when I offered it up, he said, "Lose my number."
He said, "I'll stick with."
He must have lost our number. He hasn't been on in weeks.
So he's not alone. He said he's going to stick with you, so you're not alone. But yeah, thank you, John. But
no, John didn't text you. He only texts me.
Wouldn't text
and yes, I will try and get you that shirt.
It's really complicated and would be very hard to do. I think they're going to have to. Because they can't win this election.
They know they can.
They cannot win this election in November.
But who are they going to roll? See, the question is, who are they going to roll out? Because again, our big,
one of many questions.
The big thing is everybody's like, oh, they're going to roll out Big Mike. They might, but who are the other potentials? Is it Gavin Newsom, who's already now they're lining up to try to recall him again in California? He's now popular in his own state.
Yeah.
You've got who? Gretchen Whitmer. She's not popular anywhere outside of her own house.
No, she's got no chance.
I think the only two would be Michelle and Gavin.
And then you've got, I hear rumblings that the governor of Illinois, who nobody even knows.
He's a lunatic.
Nobody knows.
He's a lunatic. And
so he's going to ride.
He might fit the bill.
Think about it. One of these people are going to ride into out of the blue, and all of a sudden beat Trump. They can't get 80 people.
You sound like you're making my case.
What about what?
Exactly right. What you're saying that they're not doing it.
But they have to because Biden is so terrible. They know he's not going to make it. And they have to do something.
Yeah,
so far. And we heard it. And I'll go back to James Carville, the clip we played the other day on Friday, where he was standing there like some lunatic cursing into his own video camera, saying that they've tried everything. You notice what he did there? They've tried everything. He didn't say we've done our best policy. We're presenting the best arguments. No, he's admitting that they don't have anything. They know they can't run on his record, Biden's record, so they've tried everything, and they know they're not going to win. So,
have you two offered up anything for this wager?
To who?
To me and John. No, mainly to me from you two on this show.
Oh,
John knows I wouldn't accept anything from him.
See, that's how
Delgado doesn't accept handouts.
Oh, well, I don't know. Well, I feel like I got to hold both of your feet to the fire over this bet. You guys are so confident that I'm wrong and you're right.
I just, if you look at...
You got to put something on the line.
When is the convention? What is
Anybody
the date?
can just do that, and then you go,
August.
oh, whoops. It's like
August?
Delgado when the president's going to be kidnapped, house arrest this weekend. He's just able to go, okay, I was wrong, move on.
I admitted on Friday that recourse.
No accountability.
That was a theory.
Yeah, and it's like Fauci. This guy's like having Fauci on the show. There's no recourse.
What are you kidding me?
Why would her set the table?
Go write a book.
I'm taller than he is.
Why would Robert Hur set the table and say that Biden was incompetent to stand trial, basically? And then why are they all ganging up and attacking Biden, that the economy sucks, and they're all agreeing with the right now? Are they setting it up? That's my concern. It seems like it's going in that direction.
So just to be clear, you're in the boat with them, these two, right? You're in the boat with the captain. And
he's on the
3 minutes up.
He's on the promenade deck, sunning himself right now on that boat.
I've been talking to Joel Gilbert since with Delgado since spring of last year about Michelle Obama and his book and his movie about her and the similarities between her potential run and Barack Obama's thing. There's so many similarities. Chicago's a hometown. They both wrote 2 books. They both had to get out the vote effort. She's got 120 million social media followers, and she's got Oprah behind her. So I think that the table is set. I think it's set. I don't know. I could be wrong. I
just think you guys are nuts. I just don't see how you think
she's a progressive left-wing activist. She says she's not interested. She is interested in running this country. But
she's not interested in campaigning.
Like Bernadine Dorn from the Weather Underground,
right? And
Valerie Jarrett. She's a radical leftist,
right? She's not interested in campaigning and doing the actual job. She just wants to have it given to her, basically. So she wants to show up. Basically, it's going to be like a pageant. For a few months, I'm going to show up. People are going to applaud. They're going to love me. I'm going to love them back. Everything's going to be flowers and unicorn rainbows. Paul Pelosi's going to be smiling in the background. And then magically, she's going to ascend to the highest position in the government. And we're supposed to all be like, oh, well, of course.
All right. Sports was brought to you by Mike Lindell and My Pillow.
Yeah, that was some sport.
We'll do some more sports when we get back. LFS6B is the code to use at My Pillow. Slick Rick coming up when we get back.
Make us a coffee.
Hey, honey pot.
Oh, my goodness.
No cups, no supporters, nothing.
Are you an athletic supporter, Slick?
Yeah, I am an athletic supporter. Harry called me 2 hours ago. I'm in a meeting with 50 people. Harry's ringing my phone. What does he want? What does he got going on here? He sends me this text. I have no idea.
You want to go to Cairns?
No, who is this? Long Island Authors. Who is this? Wrote a book. What is he doing? I don't know what he's doing. Harry's lost his mind.
Lost? It was like a long time ago.
Shout out to Andrea from North Carolina and Laura Renee from Wilmington, Pennsylvania.
Was he with Kevin Downey Jr. today? Is that what he was? Oh, what the hell? What's he talking?
Sandy on Facebook says, I'm in Damon Roberts' camp. Love you guys. Then Eileen says, Delgado just might be onto something. Yeah, crack.
Oh, Dorette's in here. She was great. So great to meet you, Dorette, and the bunch you had with you. You guys could not have been nicer at the rally. Just really awesome.
Hey, Janice. Damon might not think it'll come to fruition, but at this point, I wouldn't put anything past the Dems to try to win. Yeah, I agree with that.
What's up, Staff Sergeant Arby in YouTube Live? Oh, we got Bucky's fan in Getter and
296, 300 on YouTube. How many likes? 146. That's still only 50%. See if we can get that number up. Let's go over to X. How's our X doing? Make sure you follow us on social media.
Like and share. Like and share. Let's see. What do we got? So are you going to get us Biden shirts for the studio?
Shirt is funny. I saw that. First time I saw something funny.
What do you mean? What does it say?
Such a dick.
No, I usually have pizza pies and things like that. That was funny. Pizza pie shirts with 6. Pizza.
What are you doing? That's not a pizza. I mean, it's just
Pizza Monday.
Pizza Fridays around here.
It looks like a slice of pizza.
This is the current shirt giveaway.
That's the Trump pizza shirt.
Yeah, that's the.
I love
that's
that.
the.
Let me see.
Anybody who's delivering a pizza
That's
to get
right.
some squatters out, you put that shirt on. You deliver.
Did you guys design that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, Delgado designed it.
Yeah, Delgado did on Pizza Friday. Live from Studio 6B, Hour 2. Glad you're in. Lots to do. Delgado will have some more news. David Zier will have some more interviews and things from his weekend down in New Jersey for President Trump. Saw the president a little bit after. Take to the cameras after the BS court deal today again. As we talked about in Hour 1, no one seems to know what the crime is that this has turned this from a misdemeanor into a felony. And there's a lot of unanswered questions still. And, of course, whether the jury will be told this or has enough smarts to figure out that they haven't even been told what the secondary crime is to turn this into a felony will be the key thing. And I think the defense, as I said in Hour 1, as far as dealing with Michael Cohen, who has, I hear people his credibility is on the line. What credibility? The guy has no credibility. The moment he says, I taped my client, he has no credibility. If you know nothing else about him, he has no credibility. The guy's the lowest form of scum that there is. He has no credibility at all. He might have less than Stormy Daniels. Or whatever her name is, Clifford. Stephanie Clifford, I think, is her real name.
Stephanie Clifford.
So
Cohen's always nervous. I met him 7 years ago. He was nervous. He's like he's up to no good.
Well, when you're always lying, it's hard to keep track of the lies. So, yes. All right, well, let's do some sports. Since Slick got here late and then we didn't do sports when we started talking about whatever we were talking about in the last segment. So let's do sports now. Sports is brought to you by Mike Lindell and MyPillow, LFS 6B. It was the shirt talk that got us off of going right into sports. A new Biden shirt that's out. That'll be the new gift starting June all the way through November. Every MyPillow order will get that shirt so you can wear it because we need as many of those out there as possible. Slick, let's do some sports. What's going on?
All right, Big D. Well, let's get right to it. Playoff action on the ice at the Garden. New York Rangers looking to close out the Carolina Hurricanes in the East second round. Game 5. Rangers up 3-1. And what do you know? They're up 1-0. Jacob Trouba for the Rangers, the only one to light the lamp in the second period. And that 1-goal lead stands. End of 2 periods. We'll probably have the end of that game on the show tonight. So Rangers looking to move on to the Eastern Conference Finals tonight. Stars and Avalanche, Colorado. Good game as well. 9:30 puck drop. Out west, that's the West second round, Game 4. Dallas leading that series 2-1, and the Avs, who are a very tough team at home, though they did lose on Saturday night, they're looking to tie that series as well. And we got NBA action on the hardwood. Big D, Celtics taking care of business. Jason Tatum leading all scorers with 29 so far, 8:31 to go in the fourth. They have a commanding 96-83 lead over the Cavaliers. This is Game 4 in Cleveland, and the series is 2-1 Boston lead, looking to take a commanding 3-1 lead. Real good series. Thunder at the Mavericks down in Dallas. That game is a 9:30 p.m. tip on TNT. Game 4. Dallas leading that series 2-1 OKC, looking to even things up. Otherwise, the Mavs are going to have a commanding lead. So good playoff action right now. Love the games. Been watching all of them. Blue Jays and Orioles tied at 2 in baseball. Top of the 10th. Top of the 9th. Marlins 6-5 over the Tigers. 6-5 over the Marlins. Check that one. Mets over the Phillies 3-1. Bottom 6. Top of the 7th. Rays leading the Red Sox up in Fenway 4-3. No score. Cubs at the Braves. Bottom 6. Bottom 5. Pirates blanking the Brewers 3-0. End of 4. No score between the Guardians and the Rangers down in old Texas. The Astros are in Texas too tonight in Houston. They lead the A's 2-1 top of the 4th. 9:38 first pitch. We got the Cardinals and the Angels. Reds, I don't even know why they're showing up in Arizona, but they're there to play. 9:40. They're 1-9 in their last 10 games. I'm ready to turn that upside down like a distressed flag. Rockies over the Padres. That's a 9:40 first pitch. Royals, Mariners, Dodgers and Giants. Good one. Dodgers and Giants. Good rivalry. That's a 9:45 first pitch in San Francisco. Get to a story. Well, David Zier was talking about his big weekend in Jersey. Well, here we go. Hall of Fame linebacker Lawrence Taylor. Always been a Democrat until I met Donald Trump. This is Elizabeth Weibel of Breitbart. During a Trump rally at Wildwood, New Jersey on Saturday, NFL Hall of Famer linebacker Lawrence Taylor said he had always been a Democrat until he met former President Donald Trump. I just wanted to say I grew up a Democrat and I've always been a Democrat until I met this man right here, Taylor said, pointing to Trump behind him. He will not have to worry about nobody in my family ever voting for a Democrat again. Before leaving the NFL, Taylor was the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year 3 times, according to Fox News. During his time in the NFL, Taylor also went on to win 2 Super Bowls and received the title of the most valuable player for the 1986 NFL season, according to the outlet. Taylor was also joined on stage during the Trump rally with former player Otis Anderson. Anderson had played for the St. Louis Cardinals and the New York Giants. Don't you just love that guy? Don't you just love that guy? Anderson said. I tell you, it was a very exciting day. You guys, not one person left here. You were all still yelling and screaming. And Emerson College polling, PIX, the Hill survey from April found that 46% of voters in New Jersey supported President Joe Biden, 39% reported Trump, and 15% were undecided. That's I don't know where they got that one, but that's it. So you got, obviously, no doubt about it. I mean, Taylor's the greatest player in defensive side of the ball in the history of the game. No question. He's backing President Trump. So I love to see that big day. And let me get my voice back. That's a wrap in sports. I need some water.
All right, Slick, get some water.
You saw him, Dave? Did you saw him?
I thought you were tearing up over sports or something.
I know,
maybe.
right?
Did you see?
LT, you mean?
Yeah.
Only on the stage. All the other people came by, Jeff Van Drew, Congressman, Joe Piscopo, Mark Serrano, Scott Lebedo,
nice,
and others, Christine Serrano-Glassner, Bernie Kerrick, former NYPD commissioner, got a great interview with him. But LT did not make his way over, or did Otis.
He's a big star, LT. He's probably one of the biggest stars there.
Yeah.
All right, Slick, very good. We'll do some more sports here in hour 2. We'll get to more with David Zier and some news with Rick Delgado here in a second. But speaking of the Michael Cohen and whether he's going to be back on the stand for the prosecution, which I don't know that he's going to, sounds to me that if Jonathan Turley's take is right, they may want to just be done with him and hope that he somehow survives cross, which I think is going to be brutal for him, as it should be. But according to Jonathan Turley today in the New York Post, Mr. Fix-It Michael Cohen bombs on the stand, offers no new evidence to convict Trump. He says Michael Cohen apparently wants a reality show, but if his testimony Monday is indication, reality is about to sink in for not just Cohen, but for the prosecutors and the court. In stoking interest in his own appearance, the former Trump counsel promised the public that they should be prepared to be surprised, quote unquote. Thus far, however, Cohen has offered absolutely nothing new, and more importantly, nothing to make the case for Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg. Just before he took the stand, the New York Post revealed that Cohen had been peddling a reality show called The Fixer, including working with Colin Whalen, who helped create Joe Exotic, Tigers, Lies, and Cover-Up. Whalen appears interested to stay within that genre. The Cohen pitch came with a cheesy promo video where he promised viewers, "I am your fixer," quote unquote. His first post, Trump client Alvin Bragg may have to, disagree. Cohen had only one advantage for Bragg, his notoriously flexible morals and ethics, which allows him to say most anything to support his sponsor. With the prosecution's case almost over, Bragg needed Cohen to clearly state that Trump intentionally committed fraud to conceal some still poorly non-existent defined crime. The problem is that Cohen only confirmed that Trump knew he was going to pay for the non-disclosure agreement and that it would be buried before the election. None of that is unlawful. On his reality show promo, Cohen tells viewers that he is now there to fix their problems because the little guy doesn't usually have access to people with my particular set of skills. It sounds like he's,
he sounds like Liam Neeson.
Sounds like he's taken.
Yes.
Those skills seem to have escaped all of the witnesses who were compelled to work with him, Jonathan Turley says. Turley's pretty funny in this article today. Witnesses detailed how Cohen was ridiculed as someone prone to exaggeration and very unprofessional. Former Trump associate Hope Hicks said that Cohen was constantly trying to insinuate himself into the campaign and that he used to like to call himself Mr. Fixer-It, but it was only because he first broke it. Cohen only succeeded in confirming that he put together this payment and advised Trump to go forward with it. He assured him that it would effectively kill the story before the election. None of that is illegal. The fix-it man assured Trump that he fixed it and now wants Trump to go to jail for following that advice. In the course of that representation, Cohen also admitted to taping his client without his knowledge, a breathtaking breach of trust and confidentiality. This is the man, according to Stormy Daniels' attorney, Keith Davidson, expected to be Trump's attorney general. Davidson said that Cohen was depressed and despondent, and I thought he was going to kill himself when he realized that he would not be a Trump cabinet member. Cohen contradicted Davidson and insisted that he only wanted to be Trump's personal lawyer. He also admitted that he was unaware that the publisher of the National Enquirer, David Pecker, had long killed negative stories about Trump and other celebrities for decades. Cohen has yet to fix the problem for Bragg. More importantly, he has added to the problem for Judge Juan Merchan. Many of us have ridiculed this case as devoid of any criminal act. Indeed, Merchan has allowed the prosecutors to proceed without clearly stating what the crime was that's being concealed. And as of this moment, we still don't know. It's not even clear why paying one's lawyer a lump sum for his services and costs, including the NDA payment, was not a legal expense, or how it was supposed to be entered on the business ledger. Absent a sudden epiphany in his final testimony on Tuesday, Merchan should rule in favor of a directed verdict, that is, throwing the case out before it even goes to the damn jury. If he instead sends this farcical case to the jury, it is Merchan, not Cohen, who may have a better claim to a reality show as the ultimate fix-it man. That is fantastic today.
The people who made Tiger
from
King.
Jonathan Turley.
Yeah.
People who made Tiger King want to do his show.
Yeah, he said that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just read in the article. Yeah.
Okay.
They said they want to stay in the genre of lies.
of D-bags on TV.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but it's never been and it never will be cool to give yourself your own nickname the way Michael Cohen did. Mr. Fixer-It, I believe, is the way it just kind of rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
Mr.
sure.
He wants to be like Michael Clayton.
Oh, what a complete idiot.
More news and sports coming up live from Studio 6B, Hour 2 on a Monday night.
Is Tiger King in jail still?
You heard this new you heard the new Randy Travis song? Oh my God. I can't listen to it enough. I cannot listen to it enough. Have you seen that story, Fran?
Nope.
Oh man, you'd be totally into it. So Randy Travis had a stroke in 2013.
Yeah, I did hear that.
And it affected the part of his brain where you can talk. So he can't talk. He can barely talk. He can get some words out, but he really can't talk. Certainly can't sing. So hasn't sung a note since 2013. So they went into his catalog of recordings. They took 40 tracks of his, took everything out but his vocals, sent the vocal tracks to a place over, I think, in London, that sent back some kind of AI crafted computer program. So now they have a guy, a singer, who has kind of the same like delivery in the way he treats the words as Randy Travis does. His voice doesn't sound like him, but he kind of has the same kind of flow. Well, this guy goes in and sings, and the AI now drops Travis's voice over it. When I tell you the first single they put out, there is no way, if I didn't know that story, you would have not convinced me that was Randy Travis singing.
Yeah, the AI voice replacement has gotten really good.
No, I mean, it is
uncanny.
I mean, it's been around for a decade.
I listened to it. I've listened to this song, no lie, 100 times because I can't listen to it enough. And some of the inflection stuff on the end of words, it's almost hard to believe that that's not human. I mean, I guess in a way it is human. Maybe that's what because the guy did sing it. And then they really just changed. They dropped the AI, which really what changes the voice. I mean, it's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
If you know Randy Travis and you listen to him, you listen to this song, there's not a second that you go, yeah, I can hear that. That's not a second.
Wow. They really got it down.
Oh, my God. Besides the fact that I think it may be one of it, I mean, it is so good.
He was.
All right, live from Studio 6B on a Monday, May 13th, 17 past the hour. Glad you're in. Was I supposed to do reads here? We'll do them next segment.
You were rolling.
What?
You were rolling. I let you roll.
Yeah, no, I know. We were talking in the commercial break about the new Randy Travis. I mean, I just can't believe it. I can't believe how good it is. And this technology they're using, it's just incredible. So, all right, let's do some news with Rick Delgado. News is brought to you by 7cells, 7cells.com. Use our code LFS6B at checkout, 10% off. What's going on, Delgado?
All right. Well, first I got a shout out to Chief Bill Shadley, U.S. Navy retired, also known as Navy Subman Bill, in the Rumble chat saying hello and thank you for your service,
yes,
sir. We'd love to have you in
definitely.
there. Awesome, especially with as we try and grow this show, and we appreciate you guys in the Rumble chat. Share it with your friends, just like Navy Subman Bill is going to do.
Come on.
Real quick, taking a look at some of the other stuff that's come out. Remember that disgusting video that we decided not to play of that guy throwing a lasso around a woman and assaulting her in New York?
Yeah.
Well, thankfully, this guy, a suspect, has been arrested over the rape of that woman in New York who was lassoed with a belt and dragged down the street before falling unconscious. Kashawn Parks is his name. He was charged Saturday with the sexual assault of the woman at around 3 a.m. on May the 1st near East 152nd Street in New York City. Disturbing surveillance video, again, showed the suspect stalking the woman down the street before sneaking up on her, using the belt as a lasso around her neck, pulled her in between a couple cars, and then assaulted her. It was a 10-day manhunt that was launched by police, but they got some photos. They released photos and video of the suspect, and luckily now the victim who survived the assault will be able to, exact some revenge on this scumbag who did what he did to her. So follow up on that story. Again, if you want to see the video, it's pretty disturbing. All you got to do is go to social media and look for it. But let's just say sometimes you don't really need to see these just to
Slick, 11-year-old girl was slashed in the face in East Harlem.
Talking to you again.
I mean, Rick, I'm sorry. I keep confusing you guys tonight. I'm dragging. I've been going nonstop for like 5 days. And also a 17-year-old girl was killed in Queens, stabbed by a 15-year-old girl right outside. So
it's insane. It's insane what's happening. You want to hear something else insane? Ashley Biden is back in the news. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but
she already did this.
Excuse me?
I thought she confirmed this thing a long time ago.
She did, but she didn't, and now it's actually come out.
Oh, she did, but she didn't.
In court, basically. Contents of Ashley Biden's diary have been verified. And believe it or not, this is coming as a fact check from, of all places, Snopes, where you should never go to get anything fact checked because they're a liberal wacko website with two people working in a basement. But they've had to go back and retract and redo the entry regarding Ashley Biden's diary. The diary authored by U.S. President Joe Biden's daughter, Ashley Biden, describes actions taken by her father when she was a child as probably not appropriate. That includes showering together. Now, a new note put in here just last week, Snopes changed the rating of this fact check from unproven to true, based on the testimony provided by who? Ashley Biden. In an April 8th letter to a New York judge requesting jail time for one of the two people convicted of stealing her diary, Biden wrote, "I will forever have to deal with the fact that my personal journal can be viewed online." Previous versions of the fact check noted strong evidence that the diary existed, but argued that no source had authenticated the contents of the pages published online, writing the authenticity of the photographs purported to be from the diary is a separate question from a factual existence of the diary. Of course, the diary didn't exist. That's why the Secret Service was involved. That's why the FBI got involved. That's why people are going to jail, because it was a fake diary. Actually, now it's been verified by one Ashley Biden. So there you have it. Ashley Biden did take showers with her dad. She found it uncomfortable, and still the mainstream media refuses to ask him any questions about this whatsoever. So there you have it with that. Real quick, over on Just the News, I know we were talking, David Zier, you were talking to those two gentlemen down at the rally on Saturday, truck driver. Well, according to this, Nebraska Attorney General, along with 23 other states, files a lawsuit against the EPA's new e-trucking rule, which will have an effect on those guys and their business. The lawsuit argues that the rule exceeds the EPA's authority, and Nebraska's Attorney General Mike Hilger is leading the 24-state lawsuit against the Biden administration's electric trucking rule. The lawsuit argues that the rule is exceeding the authority of the EPA, as with the electric vehicle mandate, and we all know that this is completely going to fail because the infrastructure challenges, as it states here, are just the beginning. They just don't have the infrastructure and the means to make sure that this is going to be something that's viable for all the truckers. In a separate lawsuit, 16 other states and Nebraska Trucking Association are challenging the Advanced Clean Fleets, a suite of rules coming out in California, which requires certain trucking fleet owners and operators to retire internal combustion engine trucks and transition to more expensive and less efficient e-trucks. So the truckers are getting it from both ends, but luckily you got two lawsuits here pushing back, and hopefully we'll come out on the side of sanity, basically. So there you have that.
Yeah, they want to ruin trucks like they ruin cars with CAFE standards, and it's all that same stuff.
Exactly. And finally...
then they'll argue with you that they've made it all safer.
Yes, of course. And finally, one quick thing here from Joe Biden came out over the weekend. I don't know if you can tell me what this means or if you have a clue whatsoever. Cut number one, here's Biden. What does this even mean?
Seriously, just like I did January 6th. The guy is not a Democrat with a small d.
Yes.
Small what?
Well, talking about a small d. I mean, I don't know.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't know.
Talking about Donald Trump in January 6th, he calls him a Democrat with a small d.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know what that means.
He certainly doesn't. I can tell you that.
No.
Rick, I interviewed a Bill from the Cumberland Mountains in Maryland, warning us, and I'm going to play that on social media this week and share it on Breaking Point this weekend, about big UPS layoffs coming and how the trucking is down across Pennsylvania and Maryland. So it's not a good situation. No. And we still have supply chain issues.
Grind Me Holden says Biden has a small d. Well, yes, he does. It's the third letter of his name is a small d. So actually, I'm assuming that's what he means.
Actually,
right?
He has a giant D that he has to put on every day underneath his pants.
BIDEN, small d. Yes,
it's a diaper.
He's correct about
Gigantic
that.
Gigantic one.
All right, very good. Any other new? You didn't leave a lot of time for sports, so you want to just do one more story and then we'll do sports when we get back?
You want to do a little Maria Bartiromo taking it to Debbie Dingle?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Oh,
This is cut number 9. She goes after hard. Watch this.
Have you spoken to Joe Biden about it?
Yes, I've talked to the president about it because I am really worried.
What is his answer? What is his answer for the 100,000 people who have been poisoned by fentanyl? What is his answer for the 3 million people who are in this country on his watch illegally? What did he say to you?
Okay, Maria, can we go calmly? I didn't talk to him about immigration directly.
So you haven't spoken to him about the border?
Fentanyl and drugs have been around a long time. My father.
Fentanyl trafficking has accelerated substantially on Joe Biden's watch. We know this, and you know this.
It's happened for years and decades in this country, and we didn't talk about it.
That's not true.
And it happens every place.
That's not true. Why weren't we talking about fentanyl 2 years ago? How many people do you know that have died of fentanyl poisoning?
I know too many people and members of my own family.
So do I. They're dropping fentanyl all over Texas through drones. What are you doing about it?
I'm meeting with the ATF today to discuss it.
Is your statement that the fentanyl problem did not get worse under Joe Biden?
Write a stern letter, please.
We're all trying to work on the border.
No one's working on the border from the Democrat Party. I do not see anyone working on the open border from the Democrat Party.
No, we got to remember we got human responsibilities too to help people.
What about Americans who are seeing their jobs go away? What about Americans who are seeing their health care coverage go away because they need money for the migrants? What about the impact on Americans? What about Michigonians?
Hey, Maria, I didn't come on to have a screaming match.
Under the Trump administration, the border was secure and apprehensions at the border were at a 40-year low. They are now at a 20-year high. Because of the open border, we are seeing drugs poison American citizens. You know this, and I know this. Will you please reach out to the president and ask him what his solution is to this wide open border and call us back?
Yeah, sure I will. Gotta go. Bye.
The trade babe on
Debbie
fire.
Dingbat.
You got dingled.
Debbie Dingbat.
So when I go in the next segment
Maria,
or two,
I didn't come out here to talk about facts.
Damon, I'll cut maybe 1 or 2 of them short because I have like 3.
We got plenty of time. We got 14 minutes here. I'm just going to do the reads quick, and then we'll do a quick sports, and then we'll come to you.
I'll try to get
You'll have like
in and out
7,
of
8
quick.
minutes.
Okay. Sorry, I keep calling you Slick Rick.
Slick Rick. Has a nice ring to it.
The White Prince. Did you like that, Slick?
That was cute. Yeah.
Those guys were funny.
Those guys were funny. They were. They were perfect. You set them up beautifully. They were fantastic.
I did another interview with him about trucking. Talking about how the independent
He's a
truckers
good
are
guy.
getting crushed.
I think they were feeling a little.
Yeah,
good.
Boo
They were
wants to
feeling a
know,
little bit there.
Delgado,
Was
is
there
the
a couple
mothership
beers?
coming tonight?
Were they
Not
straight?
tonight,
I
no.
think so.
No, they were straight.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a real sharp guy. Ray Corsetto.
Yeah.
Really sharp. Like,
Going
really.
on with the Rangers here.
I don't know. You put the
Well, we
game
got to
on
get an
and now they're
update to
down
that.
3-1.
Apparently, there's a
Turn the game
hurricane
off.
warning in Midtown Manhattan. Cat 3, it looks like 3-1 there.
Turn the game off.
Rangers
Play better when I'm not
slip
watching.
sliding away.
Are you that superstitious
Yes.
about them?
I watched.
Oh
the
no,
other day.
leave it on.
I
I'm
watched
doing
the other
sports
day.
here. I need this for educational
You
purposes.
don't need crap.
Come on, I need to be
Fran
on
or
top of
Aaron,
things
do you
here.
know what my War Room sums up yesterday video is?
Garden is collapsing in the second round. Here we
Sending
go.
that up.
This game. Look at this game. Come on.
Cut 7, it says. War Room sums up yesterday.
Game over.
Game's over. Got to go back.
That game was over. Yeah, you got to go back to the. Yeah, you better get back to that Ranger game. They might have a chance to come back.
Oh, I see. Never mind. I had
The Rangers
an
can
old
come
image
back.
up. Okay, gotcha.
How much time left? 4 minutes? Oh, they got this.
I got it right now.
Rangers were up 1-0. I thought this was over. Whoa, look out. 4-1? Do I hear a cat 4? Look at this.
When we play cut 4, I'm probably going to cut it short because it's 4 minutes, maybe by a minute. So
Game 6
I guess
is
you can
in
blow
Carolina.
it up when I
Oh,
say, is that
Carolina.
okay in the control room?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Carolina. Good night, Uncle Louie. Uncle Louie's going to bed, Damon.
All right.
Good night. Good night, Uncle Louie. He had enough dingle tonight.
Enough dingle dork. Dingleberry.
So, Damon, there's 10 minutes total video. Could I do 2 here?
Well, let me ask you something. Can your savings weather an economic storm? Think about it. What you've put away for the future. You know, inflation can render cash worthless. Real estate could crash like it's 2008. Economies built on a mountain of debt can fall like a house of cards. There are very few physical assets you can invest in that can stand the test of time. Gold has withstood as a valued form of money for a millennium. That's why people are flocking to it now, why Birch Gold is busier than ever. Through a little-known tax loophole, Birch Gold also lets you convert a retirement account into a tax-sheltered IRA in physical gold. And the best part is it won't cost you a penny out of pocket. To learn more, text America to 989898. Claim your free information kit on gold. Again, can your IRA or 401k weather an economic storm? Well, if not, call the guys that we trust here at Real America's Voice. That's Birch Gold. Text America to 989898. Secure your savings today. Everybody knows the next medical emergency crisis is just around the corner, whether it comes in the form of a pandemic or something much more mundane like a tick bite. You and your family should be prepared. That's where the Wellness Company comes in. You know the Wellness Company. Dr. Peter McCulley's been on the show. Wellness Company and their doctors, their medical professionals that you can trust. And their new medical emergency kits are the gold standard when it comes to keeping you safe and healthy. Be ready for anything. This medical emergency kit contains an assortment of life-saving medications, including ivermectin and Z-Pak. The medical emergency kit provides a guidebook to aid in the safe use of all of these life-saving medications. From anthrax to tick bites to COVID to even a bioweapon like the plague, the Wellness Company's medical emergency kit is exactly what you need to have on hand to be prepared. Rest assured, knowing you have emergency antibiotics, antivirals, antiparasitics on hand to help keep you and your family safe from whatever the globalists throw at you next. Go to twc.health/voice, twc.health/voice today and order, and you can use promo code VOICE for an additional 10% off. All right, let's do some sports, and here with that is Slick Rick Ammirati. What's going on, Slickster?
All right, Big D. Well, empty net, empty Garden. Look at this. The Rangers collapsing here in the Garden in Game 5. Carolina looks like they're going to take a 3-2 series. Well, they're going to cut the deficit, I should say, to 3-2. Carolina up 4-1. They just amped an empty netter with 3:29 to go there. Let's see. We had Jordan Stahl, Evgeny Kuznetsov, and also Jordan Martino. And then they just added the 4th goal now. So we got a series going back to Carolina. And we'll see what happens. Wow, that's really stunning. The Rangers were leading 1-0. I thought they were going to salt this one away, but not to be. It's never that easy. But Game 6 will be on Wednesday night, and we'll certainly have that during the show. The Celtics have closed out the Cavaliers tonight, 109-102, to take a commanding 3-1 lead. Back to Boston, back to the TD Garden with a look to wrap things up, I believe, also on Wednesday night. That game just went final as well. Thunder and Mavs, 9:30 p.m. tip down in American Airlines Arena. Dallas leading that series 2-1. And the Avalanche hosting the Dallas Stars, looking to even that series up at 2. Avs and Stars 9:30 puck drop. I'll get to a couple of quick stories, if I may. Well, NASCAR driver Brad Keselowski's daughter takes race-winning American flag to school for Pledge of Allegiance. That's a great story. Dylan Gwynn, Breitbart. NASCAR star Brad Keselowski made the American flag a central part of his post-race victory celebration celebration, and the next day his daughter continued the celebration by bringing Old Glory to school for the Pledge of Allegiance. Keselowski notched his first win in 3 years Sunday with the win at the Goodyear 400 in Darlington. In celebration of the big win, Keselowski did a victory lap while holding the American flag out of his window. On Monday, Keselowski's wife, Paige, posted a video of their daughter taking that same flag to school for the Pledge of Allegiance. No one happier than this girl, Paige Keselowski wrote. She wanted to take the race-winning flag to school today so her class could use it for the Pledge of Allegiance. What a heck of a day, Keselowski said after the race. It's Darlington, so whether it's your first win, your last win, this is really a special track. The history of NASCAR, it's as tough as it gets, and that battle at the end with my teammate and Tyler Reddick, we just laid it all out on the line. It was freaking awesome. Keselowski benefited from the late race contact between the cars driven by Tyler Reddick and Chris Boucher. After Reddick hit Boucher, Keselowski seized the opportunity and took the lead. As a result of the big win, Keselowski moves from 15th to 11th in the rankings. So pretty cool. NASCAR's got a pretty bad rap over the last few years, but having his daughter take the flag, very nice. He wrapped himself around it. Good to see the flag returning to NASCAR, and it isn't just a checkered flag this time. Well, I got a cute story. I'll save that for the end, though, Big D. You need time now for something?
That's all right.
You got time?
Yeah, Slick, go ahead.
Okay. UFC heavyweight Derek Lewis moons crowd, throws protective cup at reporter after KO win. How to get that story in? Dylan Gwynn of Breitbart. Everyone has their own celebration rituals, but what Derek Lewis did after the big win Saturday night is different. To say Derek Lewis was excited after his knockout victory over Rodrigo Nascimento on Saturday night in St. Louis would be a massive understatement. After performing his signature knockout move, Lewis took his trunks off, used them to fan his vanquished opponent, swung them around his head, mooned the crowd, and threw his cup at a reporter. Wow. I appreciate St. Louis for letting me show you my naked ass tonight. Lewis said in his post-fight interview, it doesn't seem as though St. Louis was asked for their
Glad
consent.
I said, yeah, we got time.
Yeah, well, big day. Instead of moon over Miami, we had one over St. Louis. And good stuff there. I'll tell you, talk about a cup and supporter, and then it was a cup and a reporter. And that was a Rapid Sports Big D.
All right, so Sports is brought to you by LFS6, My Pillow. LFS6B is the code to use if you shop at My Pillow. Let's do some news with the host of Breaking Point. That's David Zier.
Hey, guys, thank you so much. Really quick, I want to get in two videos and save Joe Piscopo for last later. The boardwalk was all fired up for Trump. These people were great. Cut number 4. Find your license plate, right? Yep. Awesome. What's your name?
Kelly.
Wow, Kelly. Thank you so much for coming down. We got a great crowd. And we got these guys who were down at Collect Pond Park across from the Manhattan courtroom where Trump's being grilled. We got DVS 7.0, right?
7.0.
7.0.
Listen, we out here. We got Scott Lebedo, mozzarella. We got freaking Puerto Rican guy over here.
Yeah, Jesus, A-OK.
A-OK.
What's up, Jesus?
How you doing, guys?
Good. So tell us about it. I was embedded with the Trump team up in Harlem outside that bodega. 1,000 people out there screaming. 50% of them are Dominican. That's a sea change, right? What's going on?
I mean, look around. We got ajo con pollo. We got we got the mofongo.
We got Cuban rice and beans.
We got the corn dogs.
The white guy's
And we got Sasquatch.
I mean, come on. We are outside. The crowd is amazing. The diversity is amazing because we got the one black guy back there.
We got a lot of black guys. And you were down at Collect Pond Park also. What's your name?
My name is Paul Revere.
That was a great little rally you had over there. A lot of minorities coming out for Trump. What's the difference this year?
I don't know. This year it's make or break. We got to save this country, and Trump's the only way. And we're all American. That's correct.
And what's your name? Marco, right? Hi, Marco. Say hello to America.
Right there, the future.
Hi. And what's your name?
Aviana.
Aviana. Who's your favorite president? You heard it here from the mouths of babes. Donald Trump. And this is our fine parents here. How are you guys?
We're great.
Where are you from?
Just outside of Philly.
Oh, outside of Philly, right? You got to watch Delaware County this November, right?
Follow her on Facebook, Leah Hoops.
All right, you're telling your friends to go get involved with the polls, peace and strategy, get out the vote.
I like that.
She's trolling for followers.
Awesome. Hey, guys, how are you today? Nice to see. What's your name?
You should hire her.
Santa.
Santa, what's up, man?
What a crowd this is.
I'm all caught up in the corner here. Hey, so tell us about why'd you come out today? There's got to be like 20,000 people here already. It's unbelievable.
It's a do or die year. It's a do or die year, and it's make or break. We support Steve. You know, we support the cause, and we're here for Trump.
Unbelievable. And you guys came all the way from Long Island. Our friend Jennifer Harrison, right? What's her name?
Andrea.
And?
Christina.
Hi, Christina. Why'd you make this journey?
Because we love Trump.
Excellent. And why? What's going on in Long Island? You got to make like $200,000 a year just to go shopping.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Everything is through the roof.
And Walmart.
Property taxes, 12, 15, 20 grand everywhere you go, right?
They're crazy. You can't survive in Long Island.
No. Very hard. But that's the same story throughout the Northeast. Gas prices. Jersey used to be cheap. Chris Christie ruined that, didn't he? Darius Mayfield running for Congress in the 12th district in New Jersey.
Yes.
And you're running against Bonnie Watson?
Yes, Maxine Waters' best friend, Miss Bonnie Watson.
Yeah, and she's vulnerable. She hasn't been there long.
She's very vulnerable, and when you have a tagline like "not black, not white, American," she's even more vulnerable because we encompass everybody. We're all about
we
unity.
can get out of this because I want to make room for Scott Lebedo. We love Darius Mayfield. I'm going to have him on Breaking Point. I want to go. Scott Lebedo had a special treat for all the viewers. Opened up the Trump rally, cut number 7.
We're at the Boardwalk in Wildwood, New Jersey. This place is screaming. There's tens of thousands of people. Check out this crowd. So many great people from New York, New Hampshire, Staten Island, Brooklyn, New York City, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. They are fired up, waiting for Trump. And we got with us Scott Lebedo, street artist. He threw the pizza party like the Boston Tea Party. They want to shut down all the wood-fired pizza in New York City. You're not going to let that happen, right?
That's why I had the New York pizza party, and that mayor had me arrested for throwing 2 slices of pizza to feed the pigeons.
I heard you're going to get arrested again next week.
Possibly.
You're going to be down outside the Trump trial, right?
I'm going to be down outside the courthouse pulling one of my creative stunts again.
How does that make you feel, watching that Trump trial go on, keeping Trump off the campaign trail?
I think it's beautiful because this is better than him being on the campaign trail.
Yeah.
Every money, every second, every cent they try to take from this man, and if they even put him in jail, he's still going to be the next president of the United States.
Wow, unbelievable. And Scott Lebedo's the opening act for Trump today up on the stage. And tell us what you're going to do. You're going to do a speed drawing?
Yeah, one of my famous 3-minute speed paintings, and I'm going to unveil something special at the end. You don't want to miss it.
The crowd went crazy. Check this out. That was on my iPhone. It was a little shaky. Big finale here. Yeah, it's incredible, his work. Yeah, the whole place on their feet.
Is that Harry working the camera?
No, that's me. That's on my iPhone.
Oh, so Harry touched
Harry's watching paint
behind me. Harry's on the camera behind us.
Harry pulled away just as we're about to see. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, so I just wanted to share that. It was really epic.
All right. We're back on a Monday night to wrap it up right after this.
Back in the chat. Man, Navy Subman Bill is popular in the Rumble chat. Everybody loves him.
How many people are in the Rumble chat?
280 it says right now. 260 actually. Over on the YouTubes. What do we have on the YouTubes?
1800 on X, 321 on Facebook,
12.4 on Getter,
300 on YouTube.
On the YouTubes. We have more people, just about the same number in YouTube and Rumble. Rumble is coming up.
Yo.
Rumble.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Did you see Jerry Seinfeld's commencement speech to Duke?
I didn't see it.
It was
but
good.
I read about it.
It was really good. Honestly, I thought he did a great job.
We have 4,000 in the Rav Rumble chat. Shout out to the Rav Rumble, LFS6B Rumble, YouTube Live, X. We're everywhere. Facebook, Getter. What else we got? Kick. Are we on Kick tonight?
Kick.
Mm-hmm.
Does Instagram have a chat? I don't know about that.
No, we're not live on Instagram. There's a way to do it, but I don't know. It seems too complicated.
Instagram. Did a great job.
And if
with
you're
that,
out
David.
of time, I could save the Piscopo thing for.
You had that crowd on fire,
Wednesday.
man. You did a great job. You were stirring them up, man. Wow.
They were really rowdy.
Woof.
At
They
the
were-
end of it, they're chanting Trump,
Good
Trump,
job.
Trump,
What
Trump.
would the
Trump.
first guy say his name was? 47.7/ divided by 6. What?
Yeah.
7.0.
7.0. 7.0. And then Jesus said, okay, but those guys were down in Collect Pond Park on the War Room with Ben Berquam and Andrew Giuliani, and they were behind him, and they were going ballistic. And there's all kinds of different Latino, Hispanic representation and black in the park supporting Trump. And there was a crowd, about 30 people. Immigrants who came illegally. They're pissed off about what's going on in Manhattan, the 5 boroughs. It was epic, and then they showed up at the rally, so they're really great guys. And I interviewed them last year in April in Collect Pond Park outside 100 Center Street, the courthouse as well. So.
All right, 13th of the hour, live from Studio 6B on a Monday night. Let's do, we'll do a quick run around the table here. Let's start with David Zier, who has, I think, one more clip to play from New Jersey. Mr. Zier, what's going on?
A lot going on. Going to be back in the courtroom tomorrow. And did you want to play the other clip? You want to do it now? We have Joe Piscopo, Democrat, LT, Lawrence Taylor. Was a Democrat his whole life. Piscopo, Democrat his whole life. And that one is cut number 5.
It's just unbelievable. I'm sitting in the back here, and Joe Piscopo walks in. We're at the Wildwood, New Jersey Trump rally. Have you ever seen anything like this?
No, it's so Donald Trump, because I was here 4 years ago, and it was the same thing. And I don't think people understand it. It's nice that you guys are here, because when you know how he always goes, you can't see behind the cameras. There really literally are about 40,000 people here.
4 years ago, it was like 20,000 people in 20-degree weather with gale force winds, right?
Remember how freezing it was? It was great to be here. I'm going to stop by, do a quick chat with President Trump. We appreciate it because there's a couple initiatives here in New Jersey we're worried about. They want to put these wind turbines right off the beautiful shore. And Jeff Van Drew, Congressman, is trying to stop that, and hopefully the president will.
You are New Jersey, right? Tell us about that and what Jersey means to you. And, now you're the highest taxes in the nation. How are we going to turn that ship around here?
It's interesting because my family came from Italy to Newark, all right? So, and my mom and dad stayed here. So I don't want to move because I feel the presence of my parents and my grandparents. So we stay here. The taxes are high. The tolls are too high. They refuse to name a rest stop after me. Is that asking too much, Dave?
No, not at all. They got Clara Barton. They got Vince Lombardi.
Yeah, Vince Lombardi I could see. But I mean, some of those rest stops, I'm just saying, you need Episcopal rest stop.
Episcopal Place.
The world is imploding. And David, we have a lot of laughs. We have a lot of fun on AM 970 on the radio in the morning. I'm afraid of a small tactical nuclear device.
Yeah, EMP.
Exactly. Thank you. The EMP. It's like over in Nebraska.
They won't be able to listen to your radio show without electric.
Well, that alone, they shouldn't have an EMP. No, but they don't understand that we're at the precipice of World War III. And now worry about my kids, and so that's why.
Listen, do you see a gravitation of the regular person, the working class person, because of those types of issues? The border, the kitchen table, the economy. Are they coming over to Trump?
Yeah, you know what? What I found out when I first campaigned for President Trump in 2016, if you look at all these folks, it's all blue collar, heart of the heart, people that are forgotten. They forget my Democratic Party, my old party. I've been a Democrat my whole life. They forgot about two things: the blue collar worker and the inner cities. And Donald Trump will address that. I want to do an initiative. I'm going to suggest to President Trump you have a presidential inner city task force. And I have a lot of friends that want to go in.
I've been asking the president. I was in a presser at the Bodega in Harlem. What are you going to do to address the inner cities? I asked Lara Trump at a presser, what is the GOP going to do? Because there's a sea change going on in the cities.
It's exactly right. So these folks are so down home. And you could see them. And they're so regular. That's the core of Donald Trump's power.
Nope. Okay. There you
go. He was great. Everybody was great. So,
very
wonderful
good.
People.
All right, David Zier, host of Breaking Point. Let's do a little more news, then we'll do some. Let's do some sports, then we'll do some news with Delgado to wrap it up. Slick, what else is going on in sports? Anything else we got to cover?
Okay, well, Mavs and Thunder are just underway. Mavs lead that game 16-8, 5:46 to go in the first. And Celtics did down the Cavaliers 109-102. And it was just announced that Tom Brady's debut on the NFL regular season will be the Dallas Cowboys at the Cleveland Browns. Week 1 on Sunday, 4:25. Just announced. The rest of the schedule will come out Wednesday night. For our football fans, you'll know where your teams are playing and when come Wednesday night. And that's it. Big deal.
All right, Slick. Very good. Sports is brought to you by Mike Lindell and MyPillow. Use our code LFS6B at checkout. Let's do some news. And here with that's Rick Delgado. What's going on?
All right. Here's a story that hit at the end of last week, but I didn't get a chance to get to it, so I saved it for you, David. I know you wanted me to talk about this. As the NAACP led a group of civil rights organizations in calling for President Biden to pardon Marilyn Mosby. You might remember her, the former state attorney for Baltimore. She was convicted in February on federal charge of making false mortgage application in order to secure lower interest rates. The conviction followed a November 2023 conviction on 2 counts of perjury, and now they're calling for her to be pardoned because of Trump. Yes. Has zero to do with Trump. In a letter to Joe Biden, the NAACP and 14 other groups argue that Mosby was unfairly targeted and convicted after enduring the political persecution and malicious prosecution of the Trump administration's Department of Justice, even though she wasn't convicted until 2023, and, well, he was out of office well over 2 years by that point. The groups allege that it was Mosby's commitment to accountability and racial equity that drew the ire of federal officials. In February of 2020, the former Attorney General William Barr criticized prosecutors around the country, including Mosby, in a speech before law enforcement. And that August, a letter sent said Mosby learned she was under federal investigation, a move widely perceived as retaliation for her courageous stance and protecting her constituents and constitutional rights, which of course led her to secure false mortgage applications and to secure a lower interest rate for herself. That's how you tackle being persecuted by the DOJ. Is you go and you secure yourself a fake mortgage application with low interest rates, better than anybody else can get. See, that's how it all works. Now everything is right in the world, Damon. So there you have it.
Well, you got to get some perks for being in these offices, right? I mean,
I guess. Hey, speaking of more Trump D.C. hijinks, the iconic Trump Hotel D.C. Struggles under new owners. Foreclosure auction next month. Believe it or not, one of Washington, D.C.'s most iconic buildings, just blocks from the White House, is being set to be sold at foreclosure next month. The Waldorf Astoria, formerly known as Trump International, at the old post office, is at the center of financial turmoil, with its new owners struggling to turn a profit. The Miami-based CGI Merchant Group has defaulted on the mortgage tied to the leaseholder of the property, according to the affidavit filed with D.C.'s Recorder of Deeds. The Trump organization originally leased the iconic building from the federal government back in 2012, spending $200 million to convert it into a luxury hotel. He then turned around and sold it for $375 million, significantly more than the next highest bid, allowing Trump to profit substantially from the sale. So there you have it. Foreclosure of the once Trump Hotel, which is now known as the Waldorf Astoria in Washington, D.C. So there you have it. A wrap-up of the news.
And Marilyn Mosby, right? She had pretty serious crimes, right? Including mortgage fraud and stuff. What were some of her other charges? She was, and they're, again, a double standard, right, for the Dems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That's all for news?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Victor Davis Hanson had a thing today. We didn't have time to get to it. But the headline of it's what caught my attention, because it's what we've been talking about. People are starting to lean. And it's entitled, "Has America Finally Had It with Joe Biden?" A great write-up on, and he actually posted it on X. At least it's not an article that I saw. He writes for American Greatness and other places. But he just wrote this on X, I believe. At least that's where I saw it, and that's where I shared it from. So go to our social media at LFS6B. Victor Davis Hanson, "Has America finally had it with Joe Biden, as his personal approval ratings are at historic lows?" So read that from Victor Davis Hanson today. Great stuff, as always. And as always, we salute our military, active and active, police, firefighters, personnel, all emergency personnel. Thanks, guys, on the show. Thanks, Aaron. Thanks, Fran. Most of all, thank you, the live from Studio 6B audience. Have a great night, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow, Tuesday, 8 p.m., right here live from Studio 6B.